Chelsea boss Graham Potter is under pressure at Stamford Bridge following his side's 4-0 defeat to Manchester City on Friday. With Graham Potter toiling in the Chelsea dugout, talk of the sack is rife. And, should Todd Boehly choose to axe the 47-year-old, then he'll hold the unwanted record of having the shortest stint in charge of the club in the Premier League era. The West Londoners have struggled in the top flight this season, and Sunday's emphatic 4-0 defeat to Manchester City has only increased the doom and gloom mood around the place. Chelsea only hired Potter back in September, shortly after the brutal decision to relieve Thomas Tuchel of his duties. And the Blues' season has lurched from one crisis to another in the time since, with the West London Giants a shadow of their usual selves this term. With Chelsea in freefall, talk of Potter potentially being sacked is rising, with the 47-year-old appearing at a loss to turn his side's situation around. And, should Boehly opt to wield the axe yet again, then the former Brighton and Swansea boss will have an unwanted record. With just 4 months of football under his belt in the capital, Potter would boast the shortest managerial stint of any Chelsea boss in the Premier League era. Roberto Di Matteo at least lasted 5 months after being given the Blues job permanently in 2013, shortly after guiding them to Champions League football as interim boss. He was, however, sacked in November of that same year, with Roman Abramovich unconvinced he was the right man for the biggest job of all. Luis Felipe Scolari's tenure lasted 8 months, with the Brazilian axed in February 2009. Andre Villas-Boas got 8 months to make his mark, only to be axed after failing to win the backing of the Blues' biggest players. And Maurizio Sarri's spell in the dugout lasted 11 months. Despite Chelsea previously being convinced he was the right man for the job. This list does, of course, not include interim bosses such as Rafa Benitez and Gus Hiddink. And it'll be interesting to see if Potter has what it takes to turn the tide, with the scrutiny over his position increasing with each passing game.